Vatos, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again. Let's get into it. Maybe you're in the market. Maybe you've been watching my videos. You're wondering, hey, is it really worth buying a brand new Harley-Davidson from the dealership? You guys know the controversy currently right now with Harley, with the CEO. I'm not going to get into it, but I have always mentioned you're better off buying used. All right, so we're going to look at a few bikes, and I'm going to break it down as far as the price, how much you're saving. It's going to be a lot of money, guys. All right, especially if you're in California. Most dealerships have markups, fees, dealer fees, hidden fees. I mean, they're just going nuts with all the fees. All right, so most of these bikes at the dealership in California, some parts it's the same as well. They're really tacking on these hidden fees. So yes, the MSRP is probably $19,000 or $20,000, but of course you have the freight, you have the you have California emissions, which is $200. Then of course you have the hidden fees and stuff like that. So these bikes, even though they're MSRP $20,000, you're looking at realistically around probably $24,000 out the door if you're lucky. All right. Like I mentioned in my own personal experience with dealerships, it absolutely sucks. I mean, negotiating, it's tough. All right. It took me plenty of trips, plenty of hours to get closer to MSRP, but I still paid over MSRP. When it's all said and done. I mean, it happened. I just spoke to, of course, NorCal. We were communicating on the out the door price, what he got it from Laidlaw, and we're talking about my bike, which was bone stock, compared to what NorCal got his with the FXRT fairing and a few other goods as well. He got handlebars. He got quite a few things installed from Laidlaw Harley-Davidson. I still ended up paying more for my Lowrider S. Bone stock, I got a free shirt. That's all I got. NorCal, he got the fairing, he got handlebars, and he got exhaust. And I ended up paying more than what he paid for his bike. So if you guys are looking at buying new and you absolutely want to have a 0 mile, well, not really 0 mile, it's more like 8 miles because they do have to do a PDI in these bikes. But if you want a 8 mile bike, you would have to, if you're in California, you probably want to talk to Laidlaw. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you guys how much he ended up paying or anything like that. Just keep in mind that I ended up paying more than NorCal. So anyways, just getting a few things aside because I don't want to keep on repeating myself. So we're saving on dealer fees. We're saving on markups. And we're also saving on insurance, which is a huge one. A lot of people don't think about the insurance cost. All right, my bike, brand spanking new, 2020, the bike was valued at $19,000. As time goes on, the value of your bike drops, meaning your rate or your insurance is going to drop as well. All right, at the time of when I bought my bike in 2020, 4 years ago, my insurance was somewhere around $1,300 per year. That was my insurance. Now, 4 years later, because the value of my bike has dropped dramatically, I am now paying $448. If I would have stuck with Geico, my insurance rate would have been $1,300 because they doubled my rate for no reason. So I switched over to Progressive, saved a ton of money. So I'm now paying $448 with the same coverage as in 2020. Same coverage. Fully covered everything because I'm still making payments on the bike. So keep in mind, brand new, you're gonna pay a lot more on the insurance end. Over maybe potentially over twice as much. Like I said, $1,300. I got a quote from Harley-Davidson at the time, and they wanted to bill me $154 a month on the insurance. So you're saving yourself on fees. You're saving yourself on insurance, and you're also saving yourself on a big one, mods. All right, you have a stock bike, brand new, 2024. You have to get the stage 1, obviously, because I mean nobody nobody in their right mind sticks with stock exhaust. So you have to, you have to calculate all the mods that are on the bike. All right, so that's where the majority of your money's being saved on the insurance, on the hitting fees, and on the mods, and of course the labor that goes into getting these parts installed. All right, some of these parts we're talking about hours. If it's engine work, we're talking about tens of hours. A stage one alone on a brand new Harley, you're looking at around $3,000 because of the tune, the exhaust, and the air breather, right? So that being said, we're already 6 minutes in, and we haven't even looked at any of these bikes. So let's look at this one's a 2020 Lowrider S, 2020 Lowrider S here in my area, San Jose, California, $16,000. That's a little bit higher than what I've been seeing. I've been looking at these bikes over a long period of time. I've been typically seeing these at 14. Yes, if you guys seen my videos, you guys have probably seen a few really great deals with mods, with huge amounts of mods on them. So this fella wants 16. You could probably beat them down to $14,000. Like I said, these are typically going for $14,000 right now in California. So if you're outside of California, these prices are going to be significantly lower than they are here in California, because we can ride year-round here in California. So that's why the value of motorcycles is a lot higher. So let's go into some of the mods here. Of course, he has Leather Pros. Those are $700. He has the Road Warrior Fairy, and that's another $700 to $800. So you're already at $1,400 on just those two mods. All right, he's got foot pegs on there as well. Those are probably $150. He's got the rear crash bar. That's depending if it's bunking or TCMT. You're looking at about $300. So you guys can see how all of this is starting to add up. He has the Saddlemen step-up seat. That's about $500. He's got grips on it as well. I'm not sure which one. I don't really want to get to the specifics because it's going to take me forever. I'm just trying to guess at it. These might be Biltwell. He's got the crash bar as well. That might be TCMT, or it could be Bum King. That's probably another $300 to $400. So you guys can see how these mods are going to add up. He's got a TBR exhaust. That's about $1,000. So I'm not going to calculate these numbers. You guys can do it on your own. He's got a laid down license plate. These are the V3 saddlebags. So he's already relocated the turn signals. Maybe he relocated them. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just deleted the turn signals. What else do we have here? As far as bars, it looks like it's just stock bars. Yeah, rear passenger crash bar. He also has maybe Rogue Rider Industry turn signals because they're all lit. So that's another $100. He's got the Flo-Motorsport clutch lever. Wonder which ones. I don't know what grips are those, but those are probably $120 to $150. I don't know how much this Flo-Motorsport lever is. I don't know. He's got the Moonlight, the Moons. What is it? Moons something. Moon's taillight, I believe. Moon's taillight. That's about $130 or so. And you can see that he went ahead and he wired the turn signals to the taillight. So you're saving yourself a ton of money right there. And if you're someone that's not keen on doing mechanical work, this guy's got it all. And it looks like he has so it looks like he still has stock bars. I couldn't really see, but I mean, we're looking here, this list, we're looking somewhere around $5,000 if he has a proper tune. 5,000 plus. So yeah, $5,000 worth of mods. So that's money that you're saving off of buying a 2024 model. And these bikes are identical, guys. These bikes, the 2020 model has ABS standard. The one thing that you don't have that you do get on the 2024 is the cruise control, which is about $240, $220 with the install or the flashing, probably about $300. And the 117, which isn't a significant power increase. I mean, for the price, like I said, you're saving yourself somewhere around $8,000. And if you're paying somebody to do this, then you're looking at somewhere around $16,000 with labor. Maybe that might be a little dramatic, but I mean, somewhere if you're getting the dealership to do it, $180 an hour, depending on your local dealer, your hourly rate. I mean, that can add up if you're doing it with the dealership. So you're saving yourself, thousands. I mean, just off of the fees and the markups, you've already saved about $8,000, maybe $6,000. Yeah, I'd probably say $6,000. You saved $6,000 on the markups and fees, hidden fees, and then you've saved an additional $6,000 in mods. You guys can see how that adds. That's already $12,000 that you've saved. Plus the labor is another one. Labor is huge if you don't do any of the installs yourself. So let's move on to the next one. This is gonna take a minute. That took about 6 minutes. This one, of course, a 2021 Lowrider S, $10,000, $10,000 with 2,000 miles. This is, cheap, guys. You're saving yourself off of MSRP potentially $14,000, and it looks like it's all stock. I mean, they have the Road Warrior fairing, which is about $600 to $700. They don't have images, but I mean, you have $700 right there. I'm guessing they might have some type of a seat on there. You can't really see it. There's no additional images, but for $10,000, this is an absolute steal. For 2021 with 2,000 miles, this is cheap. You're saving yourself a ton of money. Yes, there's no mods in it, but I mean, you have a bone stock bike that you could pretty much do whatever, and you don't have that wondering, or that feeling of wondering if it has an actual tune or if it doesn't, like the other ones. If you have a Power Vision on the bike, then you're almost assured that it does have a tune. But if you're getting a bike that has all of these, if it has a stage 1 and there is no Power Vision, there's no Power Vision, I guess you would have to request a receipt of a tune, or something along like those lines, like having a shop proof that it is properly tuned, or you'll probably have to do that yourself. That could cost you $700 depending on what route you go. So $10,000, 2021 Lowrider S, that's a killer deal. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one's a 2020. They want $16,000. This one has a custom paint on it, of course. So custom paints, you're looking at somewhere between $6,000 to $8,000. You really have to like the way it looks. So it's neat. It's different. It's not vivid black or hideous crimson red. So it's a good looking bike. I believe it's a good look. I'm not a fan of blue. I don't like blue, but this one's pretty cool considering that $16,000. The paint alone, like I said, the custom paint, you're looking at somewhere. It's not a difficult paint job, but you're looking at somewhere around $6,000 to $8,000 for this. And looking at the mods, and it's also California. You guys also have to keep that in mind. Getting parts shipped to California is very, very difficult. So having a bike that already has a stage 1 installed, you're saving yourself on money and headaches, because a lot of people will refuse to ship engine components to California. Nobody wants to do it. eBay recently they banned all of these things. Amazon, you can't order them. It's a hassle. You would have to ride out to Reno or ride out somewhere else to get these parts, or you gotta have a family member that lives outside of California to get these shipped to them, and then you have to pay them to ship it to you. It's a hassle, guys. So seeing a bike that has modifications like this, you're saving yourself on time and stress. So getting back on the mods, of course, you have the Harley quarter fairing. This is something that they released in 2020. This is probably about $500, $600. The Red Thunder, I believe that's the Red Thunder, right? Or Thunder exhaust. It doesn't say. And this is also a dent and shield. So this is far better than the Harley-Davidson one. Doesn't say. But this is like $1,300. You have the Saddlemen seat, which is $450 to $500. You also have a lay down license plate on the back. Depending on the manufacturer, that could be $120. You also have, it looks like, a boosted brad riser setup. Does it say? It doesn't say. So pullback boosted brad. This is probably somewhere around $400 to $500. Keep in mind, a handlebar job, you're looking at $1,400 labor, just labor. So this setup right here, with the proper wires and everything, with the risers, I mean, all of this, you're looking at a $2,000 job if you were to do this at the dealership or most shops. All right, this is $2,000, so you're saving yourself $2,000 right here on just the handlebars. Then you have to consider everything else that I mentioned, plus the paint job. $1,600. That's a good deal. That's a good deal if you want something that's not just vivid black. Let's move on to the next one. We have, if it loads up, so this one's a neat overall. Man, this one's all customed out. Look at this. It's got the lowers. It's got the FXRT fairing. It's got the sound system. This one's absolutely nuts. It's got the Sony exhaust. This is just nuts. Look at that, guys. This is, you're getting all of this for $18,000. $18,000, and it looks like you also have the Clockworks windshield $250, FXRT fairing $2,000 with the lowers, and it's got the audio setup as well. This setup right here, you're probably just the fairing and the lowers, probably about $3,000, and it's painted. It's painted as well, so you're saving the paint job alone on this probably about $1,200 on the paint, just the fairing and the lowers, probably about $1,200. So you guys can take notes, calculate that as you want. I'm not gonna do it in my head because I'm bad with math. So I mean, man, that's nuts. And then the audio system, that is just absolutely insane for $18,000. That's nuts. You have the Saddlemen step-up gripper seat, the Pro Series. This is about $800. You have the Kraus, $700, $600. Once again, the labor cost for just the handlebars, $1,400. You also relocated the gauges. These are the what are these called again? 51 state, 31 state, something. The covers, primary covers. How much, man? This I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember it was somewhere around the $200 mark for this setup. Just this cover right here, about $200. This one's about $150 right there. It's he also has the leather pros on here. The leather pros are they're $775 or about $800. Sony exhaust, I'm guessing that's a Road Rage 3 maybe. So this is about $1,200, $1,300. You also have the foot pegs, stuff like that combined. Maybe I say probably $250 on the foot pegs. And the sound system, I don't know what brand that is, but sound system with the amp, I would say somewhere around $900, maybe $900 for just the audio system, give or take, depending on the amp. I don't know what amp it's got. Anything else on here to note? He's got the Rockform mount, about what is that, $90, $70, something like that. He also has a Bluetooth remote for the audio system. Fantastic. Like I said, the bar job alone, you're looking at $2,000 with his setup. I would say about, with his setup, $2,000 with labor. Is there anything else? I think that's it. But man, he's got a lot of stuff on this thing. And I mean, you're saving yourself easily. If you're to do this on a 2024 bike, you're looking at somewhere like $10,000, $10,000. So you're saving yourself 10,000 plus. You know, if you're able to get this guy down to 17, you're saving yourself, you know, somewhere around 15K. And keep in mind the insurance as well. You guys gotta remember that. So let's move on to the next one real quick. This one is a this one's 18,000. Man, so this, man, if I were you, I'd get the other one. And if you wanted, you know, this kind of setup, I would sell the fairing and the lower with the audio system easily. You could put it on the marketplace for $2,000 and then buy yourself a Road Warrior fairing if you want this kind of outlaw build. This one, let's take a quick look. 18,000. It's got 2,000 miles, low miles. He's got the Plex audio system on there, so marine grade. So this is $1,100. He's got the Leather Pros, $800. He's got the Red Thunder or the Thunder exhaust, another $1,400. He's got the what kind of seat is that? I'm guessing it's a Saddlemen step up, $450. He's got, once again, the handlebars. What is that? He's got a huge list. Traction supply. I guess they're traction supplies. They're about they're about $300. He also has a woods cam in this. Is this guy located? This guy's located in California. This is huge. A stage 2. Stage 2 labor alone on the stage 2. Just the install, depending on quickie push rods or whatever, you're looking at about $1,000. Just that. And like I mentioned, he's got injectors. He's got and his dyno tune. That's another $700 for the dyno tune. 124 horsepower. Even though like the build itself is minimal, he's got a lot in the engine. He's got a lot. He's got a Saddlemen step up. A Harry Customs oil coolers. He's got a bunking crash bar. That's 350, 450 right there. I wonder if he has the rear one. He's got shorty levers. Man, there's just a huge list here. He's got the dynamics tail turn signals. He's got the custom dynamics turn signal lights. Those are $110 a set. So he's got the rear and the forward. So that's $200. I'd say the stage 2 is the huge one right here. The stage 2 easily about $3,000 with the proper tune. $3,000 on just the stage 2. That's huge, and this is going to outperform a 117. So you guys can see his dyno tune, 124 horsepower, 131 foot-pounds of torque at the wheel. That's, you know, you guys got to consider that that's at the wheel. A 2017, yes, they advertise it at 109 foot-pounds of torque and 100 horsepower or something like that. That's not at the wheel, guys. All right, there's a loss between the drivetrain and the rear wheel because it's belt driven. Anyways, not to get into the small details like that, but you know, Plex audio, I already mentioned it. 1100 Leather Pros, 750, 780. He also has quite a bit of stuff right here from Moons, and the grips as well. Man, there's easily with the stage 2 another build that's potentially somewhere around the $10,000 mark. Huge list of goods. Moving on to the next one. This is a 2021, $14,000, $14,500, and it's got 9,000 miles, low miles, pretty good. This guy's got a long list of mods, so let's try to see if we get through this real quick. Potentially, you're saving yourself once again over $6,000, $7,000. Once you calculate the fees, then that probably even doubles on how much you're saving. So quarter fairing from Harley. You have traction supply, saddlebags. These are probably $250, $450. The sissy bar probably $150 right there. $450, $250, $150, $600. What else does he have? He's got the foot pegs. Those are probably $90. Let's see. He's got the custom dynamics turn signals. That's $110. What else does he have? it's a nice, it's a nice build, subtle build. He's got the lay down license plate, probably 120 bucks. He's got the engine, the Mustache crash bar. That's probably 140 if it's Harley-Davidson. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parts here, and he only wants $14,000. You're saving yourself a ton of money, guys. What else? There, I mean, there's just, he's got the Cobra slip-ons exhaust. So it probably doesn't have a tune, but hey, it's slip-on exhaust. You probably don't need it. What else does he have? Traction supply, another one right there with labor, parts, probably about $2,000. Traction supply, not sure what size it is. I don't know. Is it, if it's 8 inches, then you know he got some wires and cables done too as well. But I don't know what size. He doesn't mention it. But you know, the handlebars alone probably about $250 to $300 depending on what size he went with. Can you see anything else? No. $450 on the seat. I already mentioned that. So another solid build. A lot of mods that you're saving. Moving on to the next one. This one's $15,000, 2021. It's only got 3,000 miles. Let's see. You have the Road Warrior. That's $650 to $700. You have the Saddlemen seat, $450. You have, these are, what are these, Viking bags or are these Harley-Davidson bags? Not too sure. Yeah, they're Viking bags. All right. So these might be $400, I believe. You also have the S&S slip-ons. What else do you have on this? I think that's pretty much it. I don't think he has anything else on there. So, yeah, that's it. So it's not a huge list of mods, but regardless, I mean, the seat and the fairing alone, that's already over $1,000. The fairing plus the saddlebags, $300. So that you're already $1,300 on just those items alone. Plus, you also have the slip-ons and a few other components, and $15,000. Solid, cool little build here. You're saving yourself a lot of money. Once again, moving on to the next one. This one's a nice one. All right, this one this is a 2020 gunship gray, but it's got a different tank dash or console, whatever you want to call it. But let's go into, just from what I'm seeing, you have the Road Warrior. That's $650 to $700. This might be $150, or I'm not sure if he paint matched that. I'm not entirely sure. He's got the push rod covers on there. Meaning that they're black, so it has a stage 2 in it. You have a Corbin seat on there. You have the ventilator, air breather. I mean, all of this stuff adds up. You also have the crash bar as well. Bum King probably $350. Maybe this is $150. You also have the Leather Pro $750. Wow, he also has the gaffer rotors on both of them, on the front and the rear. Wow, that's a pretty penny right there, guys. How much are these? These are what, $300 a piece or $450 a piece. So you have 3. So that's close to $1,500 on just the rotors. You have the Sawiki exhaust. This is what, $1,500. I mean, all of this stuff adds up, and once again, you have these are probably Biltwell risers, $2,000 with the risers and the labor right here, and just the handlebars alone. He also has the wheels power coated as well. So you know, that's also another little detail that you have to consider. And like I mentioned, he probably has a stage 2. Let's see. I'm guessing he does. Yeah, he's got a Woods cam in this. Lifters. I mean, he's got some engine work. So engine work alone, 123 horsepower, 133 foot-pounds of torque. That is impressive numbers for a 114. You know, once again, labor, the parts, probably about $3,000 plus, $3,000 plus, easy. Yeah, he has the gaffer rotors. He's got, looks like he also has new tires on this too. So the new tires, I mean, depending on the brand, you're looking at the rear tire probably about $300 to $400 plus the front one. You know, I mean, it starts adding up. And if you're not doing this on your own, that rear tire is going to cost you somewhere around $600 installed plus at the dealership. He's got the LP6, that's $600 plus the relay and the harness, the bracket. I'm guessing if he has the bracket, you're looking at about $1,000 just for the LP6 alone. $1,000 with the bracket, harness, and the light. So you guys can see how quickly these mods start to stack up. He also has ARP bolts, right? Yeah, he's got ARP bolts on there too. That is insane. This is insane. He's got the rock form, the rock form phone mount, and he has a handlebar bag. I don't know who makes this one. I don't know. Maybe it's just a everyday carry bag that he went ahead and he had and he modified it to fit on his risers. But man, this is a crazy build. He even has the inner fairing paint matched, along with, like I said, the dash cover. So the Corbin seat probably about $500. Leather Pros already said $800, and I think that's pretty much it. So he also has the flush mounted gas cap, so that's probably about $130. There's the new tire. He also has the lay down license plate, about 120 right there. The ARP stuff is also a big number as well. You guys can see these bolts, and it looks like, I think I saw something else right here as well. I believe the license plate might have them too. So he doesn't have ARP bolts everywhere. He's got it in a few spots. But I don't know. These look like ARP bolts. I'm not maybe, I don't know. They appear to be. But man, this is a huge list here for $22,000. I think it's a pretty solid deal. It's really close. I mean, yes, you're paying $2,000 over MSRP, but you're getting easily $8,000 worth of mods plus the labor. You know, that's huge. So let's move on to the next one. This video is already getting long. We're at 30 minutes. This is a street bob. You guys want me to do this one real quick? This is a 2021, so it's got a 114. These are not the mag wheels, so this, I don't know. He probably got this off of an old street bob or something, maybe a Sportster. I don't know where he got those, but it's got a stage 2 in it. It's got a 464 in it. What else? You have of course you have the TBR exhaust. You have the $800 seat from Saddlemen. You have the $800 Leather Pros. This could be anybody. The fairing, the T-Sport fairing, it could be $100 off of Amazon. He's got I believe these are the Moon's headlight. He's got the Moon's headlight. He also has a handlebar as well, top, probably about 10-inch risers. Once again, $2,000 right there, $2,000 with labor. Once again, he also has a custom fuel tank. This is not the tank badging on these street bobs. 114 wheels, Galfer rotors. Once again, does he have the rear one? Yeah, he's got the rear one too. So this is probably about $400 a piece. So $800 on just the rotors, plus the stage 2. Once again, guys, stage 2 is huge. That could be $2,000 to $3,000 depending if he has the pump or not. It doesn't say. It looks like he probably just has the cam. 2020, that's when Harley updated the oil pump, so there's a good chance you don't need the oil pump and the plate kit. You really don't need it once it's 2020 and newer. So he's got, aren't these? I think this is the FXR crash bar, right? FXR, does it say? I'm guessing it's the FXR crash bar, which is a narrow style. I really dig this one. And of course, it looks like probably the Flo-Motorsports, or maybe the MC, the Moon's foot pegs, stuff like that. Probably 120. Is there anything else to kind of just quickly look over? He's got the Biltwell grips. Those are probably about well, they're like $40-$50, but you still have the sleeve and the throttle, the whiskey throttle. What is it called? The housing. Probably about $50. So altogether, somewhere around $100. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It's got 4,000 miles. Solid deal. You guys can check it out. This is also in California, Modesto, California. Once again, you know, the engine work alone could be very, very costly. This is a 2022 for $17,000. Quick look, Road Warrior fairing 700, Saddlemen step up 450. He's got, I think those are Torque saddlebags, Torque motorcycle saddlebags, right? I'm pretty sure that's Torque or something like that. It's a new manufacturer. Well, yeah, Torque motorcycle. I don't know how much these cost. They're probably $100. He's got the turnout TBR exhaust. He's got a luggage sissy bar system. He's got does he have any engine work in this? He's got the Plex audio, so that's $1,000. That's $1,100 right there. I don't see anything as far as engine work, so it's just a stage 1. He's got the Vance & Hines FP4 tuner. That's one of the worst tuners for you to get, but as long as you just have a stage 1, then you're fine. If you have a stage 2, then you're pretty much screwed. You'll have to contact them. Is there anything else? And if you're in California, which you are, it's going to be tough to get this properly tuned if you go stage 2 or whatnot. So you'll have to probably pay an extra $700 to get this tuned properly if you do some engine work on this one. Trying to get over this real quick. So like I said, 450, probably 110, 120, 650. This setup right here, probably $120. So you guys can see how much that's quickly adds up. And $17,000, you know, that's pretty good. $17,000 for everything that you get here. Let's move on to the last one here. So this is the last one on the list. This is a 2022 for $18,000. You have the traction supply. That's $250. I don't know if they're the V2s, but yeah, that's $250 right there. You have the Flo-Motorsport, probably $150. This one has the high crash bar, Bum King. So this one's like $350. I believe, $350 for that. And then you have the quarter fairing, probably $600, $700 if it's a Denton. I hope it's a Denton fairing. It doesn't say. You also have looks like they're LED turn signals. No, they're just smoked lenses. You have the sissy bar. That's probably $110. Who is this? I don't know who makes this seat. Does it say mods? It's Harley-Davidson. They make the seat. So he also has a Vance & Hines intake, but he doesn't have a proper exhaust system. A little odd, but just all of this just to kind of give you guys an idea. He also has the grips. They're probably also Harley-Davidson. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of how much you're potentially saving, plus all the money from the actual dealerships. So that's pretty much it. Just to kind of give you guys a good idea. If you're in the market, I strongly recommend buying used, especially when the bike's already built out to how you like them, built out to your preference. You're saving yourself easily over $10,000 just based off of these bikes, the mods, and then of course the dealer fees and all the other stuff that these dealerships are tacking onto these bikes. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? You're saving yourself a ton of money, plus the insurance is a huge one. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.